Hey there, people! So today I am planning to head down to the Underworld, and the main goal basically for today is to make my way down to the Underworld. I've got a hellevator that's about halfway down there right now, so I'll make my way down, explore the Underworld, get all the loot I can from down there. I'm going to need to find some Fire Blossom on the way down there as well, so that I can basically make some obsidian skin potions to keep myself safe while I'm down there and while I'm mining hellstone and so on. I'm also going to try to hopefully get everything together to craft the Knight's Edge this episode, which is the best sword that you can get in pre-hard mode, and that'll kind of help me on my way to defeating the Wall of Flesh and getting into hard mode. And as you can see, I've also dug most of the way down through the underground desert here because it's just something I like to do before hard mode, is just dig right down the middle of that, because often the stripes, the evil or the hallow stripe that comes up when you defeat the Wall of Flesh and enter hard mode will often angle up and touch the underground desert, and it will sort of infect that, and it spreads very quickly through sand. So I've dug most of the way through that. I'll finish that job before I actually fight the Wall of Flesh. And similarly, I continued this thing where I'm trying to dig around these evils here. You can see I got that far. Obviously not going to bore you with the actual digging process at this point. I already dug all the way around this little one over here, and I just got to finish the job there, which will basically be, I'm just going to dig straight to the dungeon, because basically it's evil all the way along there. It's a huge stretch of evil, and I'll do the same thing over here. I'll probably just dig straight down, maybe across if I need to. Anyway, I'm not going to waste too much time today. I'm just going to get down here, and I'm going to head towards the Underworld and finish digging this hellevator all the way down, get whatever I need from down there, and so on. So, we'll cut the boring stuff. Okay, and you may have noticed that's a little trick I like to do, basically fall and then push up or down to, well, down to grab the rope on the way down so that I don't just fall to my death. And I do like to have a rope down my hellevator. You obviously don't need to do that, but it helps. Another trick that you can do is to just have a pool of water at the bottom when you're finishing the job. But this one, I've dug down as far as to land in this granite biome. What I'm going to do is use my mining potions that I prepared. You need mandibles from the underground desert, antlion mandibles, to make that potion. And I'm just going to dig my way down, and we're going to get all the way to the Underworld today. Alright, now it looks like, yes, I have found... Oh, and I totally saw the wires for that, and then I forgot about the boulder that was obviously there, but I have finally stumbled across a glowing mushroom field, which is something I've been really needing for a long time. That'll help me to turn regular potions into, lesser healing potions into full healing potions, and I can use the mushroom grass seeds. Speaking of which, there's some right there. I can use those to start a glowing mushroom farm at the surface. So I've been wanting to do that for a very long time, and I'm very glad to be getting those. Alright, so I found a little minecart track here, and if I can see correctly, yes, there's another one over there, so I'll probably want to link those up, but that nicely intersects. In fact, my web stylist is showing up, and I don't know where the spider cave is, but I'm going to need to find her. But you can see this is going to go into that lava pool, so I'm going to want to drain that. So that means I may as well go down here. I lost the web stylist on the detector there. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see where that was going to drain to. I guess that's kind of good enough, although that's going to overflow. And another random granite biome here. So lots of stuff to discover along the way. I do love exploring. Okay, that's just going to drain down into the lava-filled bottom of this granite biome. Oh, and this goes across into a marble biome as well. So the wonderful underground of Terraria. There's lots of heart crystals down here. Oh god, yeah. Get off of there. And lots of underground cabins. Not caverns, I mean there are caverns, but that's cool too. Nothing too interesting in that chest. So this is what I like to do. Just dig a little channel. Strategically drain that in a way that I'm not going to get myself hurt. You know, like I did by just stupidly following the minecart into the lava. And I know some of you hate the way I say lava, but anyway. Gotta be strategic. I'll put my rope down. This is, by the way, how you can deal with these intersections of minecart track and rope. The rope actually is the one that you probably want to not interrupt, because you interrupt your minecart track, you can't drive anymore, but you interrupt your rope, you'll actually keep going if you're on your way down. If you're on the way up, not so much, but you can just jump. Oh, nice. I zoomed out to find it because I saw a lost girl on my detector, and then she's right there, which is perfect, because, yeah, I really want the metal detector, and being expert, well, she's going to give it to me. I've been looking for one of these as well. And she's trapped down there. She can't get me. So just happened I had moved up trying to get the web stylus to spawn again, because I finally figured out where the spider nest is. It's actually, if you look on the mini-map, it's just to the right there. And instead, I saw a lost girl. So there we go. Awesome. Oh, and web stylus. Perfect. So spider cave is just over here. I just kind of noticed, you can see it right there. So I finally figured out where she is as well. So I'll just make my way over into the spider cave, and oh, she's despawned, damn it. Well, still, I'll open that up so that at least next time she spawns, I'll be able to find her, which will be very helpful. Spider cave is right there, as you can see. She always spawns in the actual spider nest, so. Oh, there's some more lava that I'm gonna have to drain down there as well. Alright, awesome. I just got a lava charm in this chest here. Also very interesting, there's a minecart track that starts in this house right here and goes who knows where. I'm not gonna worry too much about exploring everything, but I did just get a lava charm, so that will give me some protection until I can get those fire blossom to make obsidian skin potions, and looks like it's about time that I use it too. So let's stick that in here. What do I not really need right now? Yeah, I don't need my magic carpet. I kind of gave up on that a long time ago. Of course, not all of those are equipped right now anyway. But yeah, that is some much needed protection at just the right time. Wow, and there's the underworld right there. So I just need to finish digging my hellevator to have a proper entrance down to the underworld, but I have a minecart track that just happens to go right across the very top of the underworld, so that is awesome. I could even try to use that against the wall of flesh. I don't think I will, actually. I'm going to probably use a lazy strategy of potions, essentially, just to save myself some building time. If I use water walking potions and obsidian skin potions together, I might be able to just run across the surface of the lava, the pronunciation you hate, in the underworld when I get there. But yeah, I'm almost there. So let's finish the job. Okay, I am just making my way down into the ash layer here. You can see there's some fire blossom over there, which is exactly what I've been looking for, and I'm here at exactly the right time, actually, because fire blossom blooms just before dark, essentially. If you look at your time, if you have a watch and so on. Oh, and my inventory is full. It's lucky that didn't fall in the lava. Yes, I can get some seeds, and that means I can plant the fire blossom. And obviously, I am going to need to clear out my inventory before I spend too much time in the underworld. But I have a whole safe full of stuff here, so this is all just loot that I've gotten on my way down here, actually, and some stuff that was already in my piggy bank. But mostly, this is loot that was mostly chests and things that I found on my way down here, so I've just been filling my safe with all that stuff, just so that I have a place specifically to store that. But I'm going to keep my fire blossom here and the seeds as well. And we are going to need to make a little trip to the surface to clear all this out so that I'll have space for the stuff I'm going to find down here. But let me find some more fire blossom first, because it's the perfect time of day for that. Alright, so there's a giant bone serpent and a giant pool of lava. Thankfully, I got that lava charm just in time. It is almost 7:30, so yeah, this is going to be fun. I've got tons and tons of lava sitting here waiting for me right at the bottom of my hellevator. Again, very glad that I have that lava charm, so I can dip in here briefly. But yeah, it just reached just past 7:30, and this is going to be an interesting underworld to deal with. But let's beam back, and I'm going to deal with that inventory and probably craft a few things here as well. Okay, so it was nighttime when I came up, so I went and collected fallen stars as well. I'm going to want those for my star cannon when I'm fighting the wall of flesh. They're also useful for making enchanted night crawlers, but I'm going to craft a few other things. I finally managed to deal with all that inventory so much, the entire safe full of stuff. So I'm going to want to make a couple different potions here. One of those is going to be the Obsidian Skin potion. I'm also going to want to use my glowing mushrooms to turn regular, lesser healing potions into regular healing potions. So let's do those things. I only have a few fire blossoms so far. I also did plant a little garden with the seeds that I had there so I can grow some more fire blossom. And here we go. Actually, I should, while I'm here, craft some more mining potions. I'm going to need them eventually. Random amount of those, and we'll do the healing potions from here with the glowing mushrooms. Quite a lot of those. And so I used an entire stack there plus. And we're also going to do the goblin tech. So I got my metal detector finally, and yes, I'm always paying attention to what the traveling merchant has, because you need things like the DPS meter and the stopwatch. Go with that to make the goblin tech, which we'll craft over here. Tinkerer's Workshop, there it is. So that'll give me some more stuff down there on the right below my mini map. There we go. Gives me my speed, basically all of those things. The metal detector, the speed, and DPS when I'm attacking enemies. And furthermore, I'll show you first of all my little fire blossom farm I set up. Some of it's already blossoming. Perfect. I used Shiverthorn planter boxes because, hey, I don't know, it's just different than any of the other planter boxes. I like to keep things visually separate. She wasn't selling me the actual fire blossom planter boxes yet, but that gives me some more of that. And there we go. I can plant my first mushroom grass. It's going to take a while. I went ahead and used exactly 100 blocks of mud, because then once I get into hard mode and that grass has grown, that will also function to give me my truffle NPC. And also, of course, more glowing mushrooms, which I can use for a variety of potions, not just the healing potions. So yeah, let's make a few more obsidian skin potions then. There we go. And actually, I should make an obsidian skull here as well. I can even combine that. I've got a chest labeled dungeon loot here somewhere. I can combine that with one of these at the Tinkerer's Workshop again to get an Obsidian Shield, which eventually, see, that grants immunity to the actual fire blocks, so I can use that along with my lava charm to give me decent full immunity when I'm down in the underworld, although I crafted the obsidian skin potions so that I can be like under the lava for quite a while when I'm mining hellstone. But I can use those all together to explore the underworld safely. The obsidian skin potion is an all-in-one, so really it's the way to go. That's what the fire blossom was for, but you know, good to have a backup plan as well. And yeah, we'll head back down to the underworld. I'm going to want to mine some hellstone. I'm going to want to make the fiery greatsword, and so on. Alright, so here we are. I'm in the underworld, and my primary mission is to mine hellstone and also to look for shadow chests and other loot. I have the luxury right now of waiting until I'm actually in the lava to be able to use my obsidian skin potions. We'll want to keep an eye on that, though. They will run out eventually. And you know what? I may as well even use mining potions. I've got lots of material for those and lots of those already prepared. So that'll also make things a little quicker. So I'm going to get Lots of hellstone. I want to find some shadow chests, find some other loot. And that lava charm will gradually renew itself as well. So I can just sit right down in here. Mine as much of this as I want. It's pretty plentiful. We'll be able to make all kinds of great stuff with that. The main thing I'm worried about today is the fiery greatsword, although, you know, there's certainly an argument to be made for going for the molten armor as well. Go away, giant bony worm. So yeah, I'll get plenty of this in pretty easy timing here. And then we'll explore those houses. Why don't I just go ahead and do that? You don't need to watch me mining hellstone. And I've already enabled my, or I've already equipped my Obsidian Shield. I was lucky to get warding by default, actually. Interesting, I got an angry lava charm. So I've equipped that. That'll, if I come across any houses made of hellstone brick, I can get that, I can deal with that as well. And here we go, I found a hell forge, gonna need one of those. Here we go, so I found a shadow chest, and I'd already put my shadow key in my inventory, just in case of that, and yeah, I got a nice flame lash there, so that is excellent. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Talk about getting the right things at the right time. The lava charm, the, of course I was able to craft the Obsidian Shield, and that metal detector coming in very handy. You can see it's detecting any sort of loot nearby, and that includes, of course, chests. Shadow chests just show up as chests, but that's good enough. So basically that makes exploring a lot quicker. I can just run around and it's going to tell me if any of that stuff I'm looking for is close enough. There we go again. Sure enough, you can see on my little indicator there, chest detected. And here it is. I just have to, you know, run around until I find it. What do we got here? Yes, a dark lance is an excellent weapon. I even got meteorite bars in there. Look at that. Once again, though, wow, life force potions. Wow. That's awesome. That is going to be a huge, huge help against the wall of flesh. And I'm going to need to manage my inventory here. All right, another shadow chest. Let's see what we got in this one. Oh, flower of fire. Hilarious thing. All three of the major weapons I've gotten in each shadow chest have had bad modifiers, every single one of them. Of course, I can reforge, so that's okay. But it's pretty amusing. Okay, looks like we got here a voodoo demon with a doll in tow, and thankfully not over top of the lava, so we can take that out. And we got ourselves a guide voodoo doll, which I'll need to summon the wall of flesh, of course. Safely and without incident. Oh god, I got a swarm of these guys after me, so I'm just gonna go. Just about died there. But you know what? That's most of what I needed to look for. I basically got in one direction in the underworld, and you can see the houses only go like a certain extent out, and I basically got past that point. I'll continue exploring probably on my own time, and I'll probably get a few more weapons down there, but you can see, I mean, there's some really valuable loot, not only those weapons that you can get from the shadow chest, but even life force potions, which I think I got those before, and somebody had asked me, oh, you must have cheated in my Wall of Flesh expert guide using life force potions. Those are only, you can only make those in hard mode. Well, I think I just explained how I had those, because I was thinking, well, I never cheat. I always like to do things by the book. I like to do things the proper way, but that explains exactly how you can get life force potions in pre-hard mode. Just happen to do them right there. So one thing I'm going to do, though, before I go, is I want to craft the Knight's Edge. So for that, I need obsidian and hellstone, and I'm going to need to plop down my safe here, because that's where I stashed my hellforge, which can actually just simply replace my existing furnace, so there's no point having both of them sitting here. But that'll allow me to make hellstone bars. And that'll probably be enough. There we go, fiery greatsword. And I'll just stash these back in here. And I need to find my other swords over in my weapons chest. My blade of grass. Also in my dungeon loot, because I have so many chests and I've been putting things in so many places. We'll use the one that's not as good there. Here we go. I can stash those in there as well, but I do need to craft either the Light's Bane or the whatchamacallit, you know, that other one. Let's see, is it 12? Do I remember that? Light's Bane, no, it's 10. That'll do. Then I need to find my way to, yeah, you know what? I know where I can find an altar in either of my evil biomes. There'll be plenty of altars. I get those 4 swords together. The Blood Butcher, that's the name of the Crimson equivalent. Okay, here we go. I've got a Crimson altar. This will work at a Demon altar as well. I have the 4 blades. And I just need to beat off these guys. I shouldn't have said that way. Okay, Knight's Edge. Shoddy Knight's Edge. Well, screw that. I got plenty of money. I can reforge that shoddy Knight's Edge. Savage Knight's Edge on the second reforge. There we go. That's more like it. I now have the Knight's Edge, the most powerful sword in pre-hard mode, and that is the kind of thing that I am going for as I prepare for the Wall of Flesh. So next episode we're gonna fight the Wall of Flesh, and I'm gonna try to make that a little interesting. I'm probably gonna need to fight the Queen Bee and some other stuff too, but hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.